Hi guys, this is my 100 points list today. I had a request from Steve Harris on Facebook. He wanted to see what it would be like to play Afghansty with air landing, so this is my list. I have played it before, much earlier, but today what we'll try and do is in the middle of the game we'll try and get some cutscenes through and through of what I'm thinking at the point in time. We'll try and do some target priority with the different AAs just so everyone can get an idea of how to play this list effectively. And I'll also go through some of the intricacies of the rules which you should know if you want to be an Afghansty player. I know the Hinds are very iconic, they're very, very sexy, everybody loves to bring them. A lot of people play Soviet because of the Hinds. So I'll try and go through how you can make it an effective force and what rules you need to remember to balance out the playing field, especially in a competitive setting. So over here we have a Red Thunder formation Afghansty, which is a lot better than the first Afghansty that came out, which didn't allow you to bring any support or limited support. But now you've opened the entire array to all the Soviet support. So my Afghansty has 1 HQ, 2 medium-sized platoons, which are interesting because they come with 2 PKM teams rather than 1, which you would get if you're not in a BMP, like BTRs. But you only can bring 1 spigot. So I've done that with both of them. I also have 1 small platoon over here. Notably, Afghansty cost the same as a BTR platoon, but they don't have the transports. But their courage is 3+, and their skill is 4+, and their assault is 4+ as well. Which means that their RPGs do assault on 5s, and the normal stands do it on 4s, which make them pretty damn deadly, especially the numbers that you can bring. Of the 3 core compulsory, I've got 2 compulsory Hinds, which are painted in Europe colors, and then 2 Hinds in a single platoon, which is the 3rd platoon, painted in the Russian Navy colors. And then at the back you have my support of 6 Frogfoots. This is not legal. Just so you guys know, the rules behind stands and what stands can use what is your strike aircraft can only use tall stands. Your helicopters can use tall or short stands. It's important because if you bring a list like this to a tournament, I'm not saying you will, but if you do bump into rules lawyers, they can bring up the fact that you might block your own line of sight, your own friendly models. So it's good to vary out maybe half-half, bring some tall, bring some short. All right. For the rest of my support, I have got 3 Carnations, 2 Spandrels, 4 Shilkas in 1 platoon, 4 Gophers in 1 platoon, and 4 BMP2s in 1 platoon. So all in all, that gives me 12 platoons. I have 6 on and 6 off. The 6 off, if I have reserves, Afghansty are forced to bring all Afghansty before anything else. This is because historically they would always be inserted onto a bridge or a key installation, held out all the way for normally between 6 and 12 hours as the tanks break through the front line and get to them. And if they don't, well, then that's bad luck. So let's go see what Jerome is bringing today, and he's bringing the Americans.
Hey, hello everybody, I'm Jerome. So I'll be bringing my US forces today. So what I have is 1 formation of Mac infantry and 1 formation of lefts. So right now I have 3 large platoons of Mac companies with only their basic dragons, so it's only 3 stands of dragons each, and 4 rifle stands each. Attached to this Mac company is actually 4 IPM ones over here. And that's it for that formation. My left formation is 1 HQ here, 3 platoons of 4 normal lefts, and 1 left AT. In my support, I have 4 Stingers. Well, they are not exactly the Stinger models, but yeah, I'm unboxing them as Stingers for this game. 4 Sergeant Yorks for AA as well. 3 M109s, they are just vanilla, no bomblets, no minelets, and no guided projectiles. And 4 Harriers. So that's my 100 points US forces. So Afghansty, this is one of the biggest nightmares for any American player because of the number of aircraft they can bring. They can bring up to 10 Hinds, 12 hinds, which sometimes is very intimidating because they have 12 hinds with 80-23, it will kill all your MPTs outright. If you couple that with frog feet, which is what Ben did, then you have a big problem with air. But for all their strengths, they do have their weaknesses. One being that they only have spigots. One spigot in the per platoon. So spigots are extremely powerful too, don't get me wrong, but the fact they only have one, which is only 3 shots, isn't really going to cut it for them, especially since they do not have any other support options that they can bring in, especially this is a reserve game.
Alright guys, this is the table we're playing today. We rolled missions. Jerome is playing attack, I'm playing maneuver. And so we do have a random time of day. So Jerome is US, so obviously he will roll for it. I think it's all thermal, right? Almost everything.
Except for the A.
Oh, right, okay. Well.
And the artillery.
So are you sure you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. 4. I think that's day. Yeah. I think 2 to 5 is day, is it? Or 2 to 4 is day?
2 to 4 is day.
Phew! Okay, very good. Alright, so we're going to deploy. I've chosen these 2 quarters as my deployment, and then he has chosen to attack from there into here. So he has placed both objectives, one over here, one over there. Breakthrough is a flanking delayed reserves for the attacker and immediate reserves for the defender, which means my worst case scenario has come through. I have to put 12 of my platoon, 6 of my platoons off, which will have to be everything but the Afghansty, but I do have immediate reserves. So if I get lucky, I could get my frogfoots in on turn 1. We'll see. Anyway, all my reserves do flank him, so that is also pretty good. Alright, so let's go. Back after deployment, guys. Okay guys, so this is the deployment for both sides. I deploy in this quarter and this quarter. I chose to put a small platoon over here and a medium-sized platoon over there with a spigot and a bunch of teams inside the house. That's only 2 platoons. My third platoon is another infantry, which is off board because it's an ambush. And then I have 3 hind platoons, which are loitering off table. Over here, we have the US deployment. We have the 3 M109s, we have 4 LAVs, we have 2 mech platoons which are mounted, HQ is also mounted. We have LAV, just normal LAVs, in a 4-4-2 config. And then we have got one more over here, and then we have got 4 Yorks. The Abrams, 3 Dragons from this platoon are out in the open, but they're dug in. And then we've got 4 Stingers. Now do remember that when you're playing an Afghansty list, you need to make sure that you always remember whether they are in or out of air cover. And right now, because the Yorks have a 36-inch range, Hinds are 20 inches, he has to be just within 16 of the front of his tank and he should be fine. Or you will have to eat shots from the York. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so without further ado, we are in daylight and it is attacker turn 1. We're back after turn 1, guys. Okay guys, so now we're at attacker turn 1. First things first is he moved his LAVs up in a line, and the 2 mech platoons, 1 tactical and 1 dash at the back. The HQ's at the back. Dragons in fire. You wanna fire dragons? Oh, you killed the last guy who could fire. Okay, never mind. These LAVs moved up and crested the hill. They fired downrange over here, killing a single stand of infantry. The Abrams fired in and killed 1 RPG stand. Pretty lucky. The LAVs, ATs didn't fire, Stingers didn't fire, Yorks moved out of cover into behind the hill to make sure that all 4 of them could cover the Abrams if need be. He also smoked over there from this end to that end to block the Spigot from firing into this flank. And then the LAVs, those 4 over there are actually exposed, but they fired into the building doing 2 hits, no, 4 hits. I saved 3, he failed firepower on 1. Alright, so turn 1 assault, which is always fun in this mission. He is going to assault here. How many of them are in?
This one, no.
No, so just 3.
3.
I think only 2 actually.
Yeah, because
you don't want to go in, right?
Yeah,
Okay. You sure? It's your choice.
that's
Alright, so pinned. Let me just measure this. Is that guy within 6 of you? Yes, okay, so I will fire 2 shots. Oh no, different. One is pin, one is concealed pin. So this one is just 5. 1 hit, and this is 6.
Wow.
2 hits. Ones, please. Come on, Jerome, you can do it. Oh my god. Wow, your ass. 5, 6, and then you show me 6, 6. All right, go for it. What a kill.
2, 4. Yeah, he's it. I guess you're probably
Yes, did. You know what? I'll roll counter and then I'll decide.
Okay.
Okay, doesn't matter. Don't have to think about it. So I'll fall back out of 4. That's it. Okay. You get a consolidate. Go ahead.
Can't miss.
Oh, so sneaky. We almost got him, guys. Almost.
Okay.
Clever girl. All right, we'll get him next time. All right, that's it for turn 1. Okay, so back to it's now over to me. I have immediate reserves, so the first thing I will do is I will roll reserves. It's a single dice of 5 plus. Nope, nothing in. So that's it. I will now decide. Yeah, okay, I got my Heinz and my ambush. Should I pop my ambush? Do you have any, what is in reserve for you?
Oh, 1 map per 2.
Okay, it's the end of turn 1. I popped my ambush at the back over there. I've got 1 string of infantry over there, and I put the Spigot in that house over there, which fired downrange at the Abram, hitting 2 of them. He passed 1 and failed 1 barely, so I passed my firepower to bail him, which is 2 plus for him to remount. You want to reroll that now?
Yeah.
And he's going to just pop back, right back in. There he is. So he's back in. Over here, I rallied, but I failed to dig in, so he's staying where he is. That platoon didn't fire anything, so they are completely gone to ground as well. Waiting for turn 2. So let's see if I can last. It's now attacker turn 2.
I will call in my Harrier.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, it's a 3 plus on the Harrier jump jets, so he's back in. Okay guys, we're now at the top of turn 2. Attacker. Jerome brought his airplanes in, so the Harriers came in, they didn't bombard, they actually just used their 37mm? 20 mm cannons and fired on the infantry, killing 4 stands of infantry. They killed 1 LMG, 2 RPGs, and 1 AK. Over there, he repeat bombardment with his M109s, hitting the Spigot and the LMG, but he didn't kill them that way actually. He killed them with the lavs. He killed the Spigot and the LMG on the roof, as well as the Spigot on the 2nd floor. And then over on this end over here, he fired all his mech infantry in. He put them into the forest. The HQ is right behind them to give support for the assault that's incoming now. And all the M113s that could fire fired. They actually didn't manage to kill anybody here, but the Abrams killed the single RPG stand who was stuck out here just now. Other than that, the Dragons fired in at the infantry, and that should be it. So we'll just set up in the assault camp.
Just to clarify, it's actually a 30mm.
30 millimeter.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so go ahead. Okay. So I'll do the 2 AKs first, which is on 5s. Nope, and then 1 on 6. Nope, nothing. Go ahead.
So this 1 plus?
Okay, 4 plus. Nope. Next. Oh. Counter attack on 3. Nope. So they move back. They fall back. But that is very lucky.
Yeah, something should attack there.
Something should have died there. And once they didn't die, you should have. But that didn't happen. I failed 2 counter attacks now. Okay. And that is end of turn. Turn 2. So yeah. So now we're at the bottom of turn 2. I'll roll my reserves. I have 2 dice now. Come on. 1 in. Very nice. Okay, guys, we're now at the top of turn 2. Let me just remove this to get you guys a better angle. The Shilkas came in from reserve over here. We fired into the back rank over here. We only did 6 hits and 16 shots. 6 hits, yeah. So a little bit below. We managed to bail both CO and deputy, and then over here we did 1 bail, 1 bail. He rolled here pretty well, but I failed on my firepower, so either way. And then over here I managed to rally. I managed to blitz the RPGs up, but I did not fire with them because of such an abysmal rolling with the shulkers. I didn't want to reveal they're gone to ground, so they are still gone to ground. Over here we failed the rally for this platoon, which is the one over there. They ran into the green building, and the spigot remains over here in the open. I think the shulkers are probably going to die. Over here, the last 3 stands ran into this building, and they are now just hunkered down in bulletproof cover. And with that, we are now going to attack a turn 3. Reserves?
Yep.
Nope. Okay, so Harrier. Nope. Okay. Alright, so now we go to attack a turn 3.
Okay, so
Okay, so I need to, for this list to work, what I really need is I need all my air on the same turn, which means I need to roll the 4+ for the frogfoots to come on. I also need to roll an additional reserve, which is going to be the BMP2s or the Carnations, to do some seed, because he's moved his Yorks over the ridge and I need to take them out. And if I can take them out and have all my air on the same turn, I think we might just be able to take out the Abrams and some of the mech just to slow him down. And that's all I need. I just need to slow him down a little bit. Alright guys, we're now at top of turn 3. So here's what happened over here. He remounted one of them, remounted both his COs, which you saw already. This guy didn't remount, so he turned them around and he fucked up the shulkers completely. Over here, these 3 labs fired in on...
one left fire here.
1 left fired here and 2 fired back at a single bailed shulker that was still around, and that ended the shulker. Over here, he did a re-ranging of his bombardment, moving it from here over to here, hitting 5 teams. He only hit 2 guys. I failed 1, passed 1. He passed firepower, so he killed the AK stand. Dragons fired 2 shots down here, 1 shot down here and 2 shots into the building. I do have to roll morale for them, but never mind, let me do that next. All these things over here fired 12 30mm shots, 16, 18.5 caliber shots, and then all the other M204s and what you have you, and then the 105s. So there's no more second floor for this building. But I'm going to roll my morale anyway because he killed 1 stand. So that is on a 3. Yes, they stay. Shit, so they're going to die. Alright, and then he is going to do an assault. I'm just going to go ahead and roll. The AK stand on a 4+. He hits, nope. And the other guy on a 5, nope, nothing. Go ahead, roll the kill.
So I can just roll
Yes.
2 on the AK, 2 on the RPG, right?
No, you can't kill the guy on the second floor.
Okay, so I just roll 4 on the
Yes.
on the AK.
Go ahead.
How is it?
Okay, he's just nice dead. And I roll to counter attack. He finally passes. It is a 5+ for the RPG. He kills 1 guy.
I will counter that with the CO skill, so it's 3+.
Is it? Oh, it's 3+, yes.
Yes,
Oh no! Fuck off! Go home, bitch!
6, right?
No, 4. Minimum
maximum?
distance. Minimum distance to get out, so it's straight that way.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I gotta roll morale again because I just lost another guy. And he stays! And then it's my turn, guys. I know a lot of you don't know about this rule, but it's called last man standing. If you have a single infantry stand left, you have to roll a second morale check at the start of your turn. And he fails.
Okay, no more hinds already.
Yes.
That one hinds got gone.
Sorry?
Those hinds are gone, right?
No, they're not. They're not attachments. No. Okay, so the hinds are not gone. No. And we're done. I'm going to roll my morale now.
Oh my god. Your reserves.
Sorry, my reserves. 1. Back. I am going to have to bring on... What I'm thinking right now is I'm thinking that I can actually bring on the BMP2s, move 10 inches, and then fire into the Yorks. I think it's not a bad idea, but if it doesn't work, they all kind of die, so... Might be my last chance to do it, really. He's still not on the objective, which is a good thing.
And we did it already.
You need to be within 4.
Oh.
But killing that platoon would not be a bad idea. Okay, let me think about it. We'll be back after this.
So the turn when actually the carnations came out, granted, got me a little bit nervous. But then I remembered the slow firing and the heat. The 80-1 might seem very scary, but the Mighty Abrams has Chobham armor, so it's actually a 5+ save.
Okay guys, this is it. It's not great. It's not what I hoped for. I've been fucking up all the reserve rolls, but this is what we have got. So I rolled 3 dice in reserve, I got 1 platoon in. I was thinking of doing a BMP charge down there and taking out the Yorks, but in hindsight, with proper analysis, I think I only have 1 chance to get the carnations into the side, and the carnations are not going to serve any more purposes for me in this game. There's nothing to smoke because everything is almost forward deployed. So I'm going to just take my chances. I'm going to put 3 of them in the side shot. I'm just going to go over there and show you what I mean by that. So I have a corner deployment for my reserves. So I came in 16, I moved 10, I got side shots over here. I'm going to take them out. Should I shoot at them? I don't know. I personally don't think so. These are the more dangerous ones, to be honest. So I'm going to... Or should I fire at you?
How to?
They both make sense.
Yeah, they both make sense.
Okay, never mind. Here's what I'm going to do first. I rallied everybody, so I'm going to fire my Spigot from over there, downrange over here. And I'm going to try and kill the Yorks. So both things are going to be on 5s this round. Let me just set this up. If it doesn't work, I've exposed a lot of my own guys. I've also moved these infantry over here, so I'm going to take pot shots at this platoon over here. All right, so here goes. I'm going to fire Spigot first into Yorks at 5s. I need 3 hits here, would be amazing.
1 hit.
1 hit,
Just
okay.
1 kill.
Would a kill? Bailed. Well done. Well fucking done. All right, so we're not doing that. Okay, now for the money shot. Over here into side shots of the Abrams. Jerome, are you ready for this?
Yeah, just do it. 5.
3 5s. Oh fuck. What?
Okay, so roll a save. It's 5+. Good hit.
All right, roll to kill. Dead. Yes, it's 2+.
Okay.
Whew. I will choose. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You can choose the closest one. I'll just switch the unit leader. It's fine also.
Doesn't matter. Okay, guys, and part 2 of my amazing devious plan of desperation is I'm going to. I moved all the guys up here. I moved 4 AKs. 4 AKs are going to fire at the HQ, and I'm going to try and kill this platoon off. I don't think I can hit everybody because I only have 8 inches of range. So this guy can only hit this guy, and these 2 can only hit up to the HQ. Okay. So I can only kill these 2 idiots.
Okay. It's good enough. Oh, no. Yeah, it's good enough because it's a one shot already.
Yes, it is good enough. Sorry, if you guys didn't see that. What I'm trying to do is, this platoon here only has 3 guys left and 1 HQ. So I'm going to just fire in 6 shots into the front guy and then 6 shots into the HQ. So 6 shots.
Hits on 4s.
Hits on 4s. 2 hits.
So just 2 hits on that one guy.
And then 6 shots into the HQ. 4 hits.
4.
So it has to be split equally. So it's 3-3.
Okay, so 3 on this guy first. I think he should be dead.
Okay, so over here into the front guy. He passes. He's fine. And then HQ. You've already passed the important one, so that's fine. Okay, so he's dead. That is that for this round. I will fire the 4 RPGs over there into the labs in front of them. 3 hits. You want to jump to the built one?
Yeah, 1 jump to the one.
Okay, go ahead. Nope. So 3 to the live guys. 4 plus, 4 plus, 4 plus. Dead, bailed. In case you guys are wondering what we're talking about, I'm firing my RPGs over there into them. And that is it for my round.
Can I switch? But if I switch, I have to take morale here.
Yes. Do you want to switch? Oh wait, you can't choose. Yes, you must roll 3 plus. So this is okay, guys. So this is round 4, and it looks like we're on the objective. Couldn't have planned this any better. It looks like we are defending Blitz and Pieces over here. Soviets defending a capitalist store. See how that works out. It doesn't look good. Harriers are in, by the way. Guys are out, come on. Alright, so top of turn 4. Is it turn 4? Yes, you wrote 2 reserves.
Yeah.
Turn 4. He dismounted his other infantry teams, but without the dragons. And he fired everything into this platoon. He killed the 2 stands over here and the 1 stand in the house. He fired all the labs into the RPGs, which blitzed forward but were out of bulletproof cover, killed them all. The Harriers came round and decided to just 30mm the HQ. Because do remember, guys, that while you are concealed, if you're infantry and you didn't move, you're basically hugging the ground. But from air, anything is only concealed by tall terrain. So you hugging the ground does nothing to conceal you. So it all makes logical sense. So when he hit me, even though my HQ didn't move, as in and foxholes, bulletproof cover, it's a 3 plus to hit. You can check that if you guys like. And I will be using it later when I got my hinds in, but that's, you know what, let's just roll and see if it happens.
You will definitely get 1 win.
2 in, that's very good. So the BMPs will come on at the same time. This is my last chance to turn this around. If it doesn't, then we can call it. The joys of playing this list, my friends. I have to roll a 4 plus for the Fogfoots. Yes. Ding! Battlefront! It's a tiger! Alright. So everything's gonna come on this turn. If it doesn't work, then he is already he's just out of 4. But if it doesn't go off this turn, it's not going to. He will clear me out by next turn. So I will place everything down now, and I will try and turn this around. Let's see if I can do it. All right, guys. This is the bottom of turn 4. I got my Frogfoots in. I've got my Hinds in a 2-4-4 format. You'll see it in a semicircle, and I'm trying to plan it out so that I get tall terrain between me and some things. I've decided to fire with these guys first because the Abrams are a direct line of fire, but I'm out of 16, which means I get a 1+1 a hit. The M113s can fire, but then there's a building, so I will get concealment from about 2 or 3 of them. And Jerome has chosen not to fire with them. But Jerome is splitting up his AAs. Oh, the BMP2s came in first, fired 8 shots, did 3 5+. We bailed all 4 of them because there's 1 bail. He tried the mistaken target, failed. So he's firing 4 stingers at them at force, yes. Oh shit.
2-1.
3 hits is 2-1, so I will roll 2 on this guy. It's a pass, and 2 on the other. Fail. 4+. No. Okay. Are you sure? You can still fire the M113s if you want.
All these.
Your choice.
No, okay.
Not firing. All right. So I will fire the Hinds, 2 Hinds into the Abrams on 4+.
Okay.
Sorry, did I say something? No. All right. My battery's running out, so we will go and take another one. All right, guys. So we are still top of turn 4. He has burnt the Abrams and the 2 Stingers. He still has 2 Stingers left to fire. So I will now conduct shooting with these 4 Hinds.
These 4 fire?
Okay.
Yeah, really 16?
Yes, they are.
3+.
3+ on 4s. Go ahead. 4 hits. Yep. So 1 each. I'll do as they lie on a 4+. 2 saves in the middle, so 1 and 1. Go ahead. Just roll, doesn't matter. 1 did. So this guy's dead. One hind down. Okay, so it's 3 shots. Oh, anybody else? So 3 shots at the Abrams. Wow. Okay. So that's a 3-3-2, guys, which means I didn't fire at them at all. Over here we have another 4 hinds. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna fire the frogfoots now.
Okay. I'll shoot the last 2 on my A.
Yes.
Five
Your
stingers?
4 stingers.
4
4 stinger shots on 4+. The reason he's 4+ is that hill over there is tall, so he is blocked by it. 4 hits, as good as can be. On 4+, 3 fails. Oh my god. Alright. He kills 2. 2 dead. 2 hinds.
1. This one fires.
Okay, go for it.
4+. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Pass.
Nothing else to fire.
Alright, so 4 shots on the Abrams. 3 hits.
Okay, just nice.
Just nice. 1 bail, 2 dead. Alright. That's all we got to do over there. And then I still have 4 hinds left, which don't really have very much to do now. They've all fired, so really there's no need. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just fire those AKs into your infantry. So I've got 10 shots in total. I've got 4 shots from the LMG and, oh no, there are 3 stands there. So it's 9, 4, 13 shots. 5, 13 shots on 5s. In case you guys can't see it, I'm firing from these guys over there. I'll just move the trees away so you can see them. I move them forward, I rallied them and I move them forward. I'm going to fire into the infantry. The mech infantry in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits.
Okay, 1 each. This one's bulletproof. So
Yes, it's bulletproof.
the 3 in open.
Yep.
1 dead.
Okay, and then the guy in bulletproof.
So 5 more.
Nope. Okay, I should have rolled that separately because
Yeah,
the
the
PKM is a 6, yeah, but and it doesn't matter. Over here, we are going to fire. Who's aiming? Yeah, they can.
They can't.
They can. Range 20, right?
Yeah, this one. Cannot.
Oh, okay.
No. Is it worth it? Because I want to shoot the next turn.
If you want to shoot, then you won't be able to, lah.
Yeah. No, not fine.
Not firing? Okay. They will fire their 4 shots. Sorry, they will do a salvo. Let me see if I can do a salvo. I somehow don't think I can. Because their range is 20 for a salvo. Which means the furthest back is here. Nah, I can't. Okay, we'll fire at these. No, we'll fire at you since you're inside there. So it's 5s to hit you.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are firing and 3 hits. It's not bad. I will allocate to the 2 inside and 1
These 2
out.
have people inside, so I want to
Jump.
jump
Okay,
one.
sure.
Jump one to this guy. So let's go 5 more.
So I roll the 2 with people inside. 1 dead.
Okay.
And then the 1 outside, dead.
Oh, so they're pinned. This one's okay.
You only got 3 guys, right? So I assume it's 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
So we odd even it, or
Not even.
so what do you want?
Odd is 1.
Okay,
Okay, so it's 2.
2. Okay, go for it.
3 plus. 1 hit.
1 dead. All right. Okie dokie. Over there, the spigot is going to fire in. I'll do the RPGs first. I only have 2 RPGs there, which will fire at your HQ first. Be on 4s. 2 hits.
Okay, go. I can't see.
Do you want to jump?
Oh yeah, I'll jump.
Do you want to jump? It's up to you. I
I'll
don't know.
jump to the build.
Oh yes, you can. Okay.
I'll do
Alright, reroll that. No.
it. So it's switch.
1 dead, 1 bail.
Oh yeah, few shots at CEO.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because you're in the HQ unit, so you auto jump. And then the other RPGs will fire. Let me odd even that to see which one I kill and which one I don't.
Okay.
Odd will be left. Yeah, so it's that one. Okay, that's fine. RPGs are gonna now fire at 5s, 6, 7s because they're out of command. 1 hit, and on a 5, no. Spigot will fire at.
They're all built by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, all built. Yeah.
I will fire at them again. Did you fire last round? Yes, you did.
Yeah,
You
they
killed
just
the.
fired.
They killed the carnage.
Link actually one is only consumed.
I could fire 2, right? These
Yeah,
two.
oh yeah, that's so.
They're all built, right?
Yeah,
So
I thought
5s.
it.
3 hits.
Okay,
So 2, 1. So I'll do 2 on 1 first, dead, and then 1 dead. So both dead. Alright, I believe that would be all for my turn.
Okay.
So that's the problem with these lists, right? The problem is that if you only bring 1 trick to the party and you roll really bad, like I think 2 of the Hind platoons failed to do a single hit. That was pretty bad. If you bring a list like this and that's all you're banking on, the retaliation is going to be pretty bad. Don't forget that his dragons are out of range. If he was playing British and he had Milans or something like that, the Hinds would be gone within the next turn. So what I'm going to do over here, guys, is I'm going... Oh, the build is here, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get in. Nope. Nope. Disregard that. I will not charge because I cannot. Spigot fired already, right? Yes, it did. Okay, so which morale are you rolling first?
I'll roll the Abrams first.
Abrams first. It's on a 4+.
Yep.
They stay. All right. Yorks.
Yorks, yeah. Yorks. 4+. Yep.
They stay.
Nothing else. All the rest is ready and.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so 4+, ready?
Nope.
Over there.
Okay, reroll that. Go ahead.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so the sweeping.
Yep.
These 2 remounts, 3+. 1 remounted.
Okay.
I'll
Your
remount the unit leader to the now.
your reserves definitely come on. Yep.
Yeah, I don't need to go for that one already. This one remounts, 3+.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, move the range marker a bit.
Doesn't matter.
Stay. Okay, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, so I'll bring my reserves in. They will be mounted.
All right, guys, it's now top of turn 5. Abrams came back. York 1 got back in, so they've all been doing what they should be doing and have to do. I only have Gophers left and Spandrels. So, over there, his M113 Mac platoon came in and they moved as far as they could. Tactically. We were considering if he could dash because of the Hinds. Off the top of my head, I think it's no, because they are enemy team. But then I also remember somebody saying that you cannot be affected by air or something like that. You just can't end on their base. So I really don't know. I don't think it matters. Unless I manage to somehow push him off this objective, it is not gonna matter. So, alright guys, we're now done with the bottom of turn 5, going into turn 6. Over here, I fired 2 RPG shots over here and a Spigot. We killed 1 platoon. And then over here we had 6. We had 9 Hinds left. After all his AA, only 3 survived. We fired shots into the Abrams, failed firepower, unfortunately, so the Abrams is still alive. morale for that one guy. He survives. And then over here we fired 12 shots into the HQ, bouncing all the shots around, but he passed everything. Over here, my HQ moved forward and fired a few more shots. Over here we had a pretty heroic effort. Everyone jumped out of the building, went after the transports. We bailed one, killed one. Guy fell out to the back, pinned.
They just rally.
I think I will charge.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I will charge because you're bailed. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. And then
So
this
how many
guy.
shots do I get?
You would get 2 shots because you can't shoot through yourself. The rest would stop. Let me just set up the assault cam for you guys so you guys can see what's going on.
So I need a 3 plus.
3.
Yeah, I'm also firing.
Yes, yeah, 3 plus.
Go here. 1 hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then roll a hit. One hit.
Oh yeah, assault 4.
Yeah.
Oh, you,
One
I'm
hit.
safe.
Oh, okay, right. So firepower. No, double bill. Remount.
Yeah.
Okay, so counterattack? Or are you just gonna abandon them?
If I abandon it, then people is also die, right?
They roll a save.
Can my M113 counter that?
Yeah, I think you have a counterattack, don't you? You roll 1 dice and then it applies to everybody.
Okay.
So roll a counterattack first and then see if you get it. I don't know what your counterattack for them is.
It's yeah,
Well, it's not
so
1.
They fail, so they will run.
Okay.
Then this guy goes 1 infantry save, 1 rifle save, fast, 1 dragon save, fail. So dragon's dead.
Okay.
This guy is captured.
Okay.
This guy also has to fly back, right?
Yes, he has to fall back. That is it for my turn. I think we can call it here, Jerome.
Okay.
Thanks so much for the game.
Thank you very much for the game.
Doesn't look like the Hinds did very much today, other than scare the Abrams a bit. Well, I killed all the Abrams' friends, but the Abrams still survived. Passed a lot of morale checks, but barring that, the Americans don't have the best AA, but they certainly have a lot of AMGs and the 50 cals.
I got lucky with the M113s. They killed 2.
Was it the M113s that killed it?
Yeah, two here actually killed the 2 of the Hinds.
Oh yeah. Well,
I got very lucky with that one.
yeah, well that's the problem. I mean, it's the same problem that NATO faces with T55 spam. That everybody has a 50 cal, which I don't know. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they won't in the next edition or next coming out of books. But yeah, and then I think it's a 6-1, right? I only killed one guy. Yeah, I only killed one. So it's a 6-1 victory. Really good. Didn't manage to push any of the things I should have off. A few bad dice rolls, but other than that, I think it was what is to be expected. The problem was with you. I wouldn't say any of the rolls that came out today were.
Your Hinds.
Yeah. I don't think it was the shooting down of the Hinds. I think it was the Hind rolls that
Yeah,
killed
your
me.
Hind rolls are the ones that
Because they.
6 of them miss it.
Yeah, 2 of them airball. The ones where I had 1 guy down, they both failed to fire on the Abrams. And the last platoon couldn't fire on the Abrams because they were out of range. So that left it really bad. So yeah, that's the problem when you bring a one-dimensional list, especially with the Abrams. And that's what I think, the problem with Soviet tanks is. It's the same thing. You can bring all the tanks in the world, but RF-1 just doesn't cut it. It doesn't give you any room for error, which I'm sure there are thousands of historical reasons why they are only RF-1, but yeah. Oh, autoloader can't work very well. Fuck off. I'm gonna cut this part out. But yeah, I think the problem really is if you only have a 1 trick for your army, you have to wait until everything sets up for it. This is one of the worst case scenarios for me, but there's not really much more you can hope for. I guess it is rare to see a NATO army on attack, but you have to prepare for it, especially competitively. But anyway, you guys should have picked up some pretty good tips for how to play an Afghansty list, air to land attacks, and how to prioritize your shots. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys.
Actually, when the part where you got all your